Hello everyone, we are back with a fun vlog. I like this one.
Yeah.
So we started doing it maybe last year, but it's our Resewlutions vlog to lay out our individual plans, I should say, because you've seen Rosie's beautiful vlog about the Sew Over It plans for the year.
As a whole, as a
corporate enterprise.
Corporate enterprise. Very much what we are.
As the behemoth that we are. No, but this one is individually. What kind of sewing plans do we have for 2025?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we did this last year, so we thought we'd start by looking back at what we'd said, which was weird watching that video back.
Yes, it was.
We were young, we were in a different office.
Yeah, it was like days before moving offices.
Exactly.
We had an air of cool and calm about us, but it was madness everywhere.
That feels like way longer than a year
I know,
ago, right?
but it was. It must be almost to the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it will be.
And so we looked back at that video, cringed, and and we found out what we'd said, and so we're gonna go quickly over what happened.
We're being held accountable.
Sorry.
Resolution.
But it is interesting. I think it's interesting to see how plans change or don't, and what takes over. And so let's start with you, Chloe. What had you said, and what did you do and didn't do?
So I said a lot. It turns out I said a lot. I very much was talking about the colour orange.
Yes.
As a colour that I really liked, and I think I was sort of inspired by your pink wardrobe. And if you remember, there was some videos that you three did about your wardrobes and how things fitted in, and then actually having a key colour really helped me sort of make sure that everything that I was making did work together. And it actually did work. I know it sounds bonkers.
But it's amazing.
Yeah, so for example, the denim that I chose, and then I used the orange top stitching.
For the ultimate jeans.
For the ultimate jeans. Then when I had the Carly and I went for the rust colour, that worked.
It's a kind of unifying factor, isn't it?
Yeah.
In your wardrobe.
Yeah, and then I even got some orange trainers, and now everything goes.
And you've got some, because you knit as well very beautifully.
Yeah.
And you've got some great orange knitwear.
Yeah, and then I was talking about because I don't know if I'd started, but I was talking about making trousers. Making the basics of trousers, so then you can have like tops and have the core wardrobe. So I'd made some jumbo cord peggies. Which I did make, and I wore them a lot. But actually, it turns out that peggies are a bit more of a autumny spring trouser for me, because my ankles get cold.
Because they have the turn-up. You can't make them without the turn-up.
So they just finish at the ankle. So I also made some Nina trousers, which are the wide leg, and I made them in a wool. So there's my winter trousers that I've worn.
You wear those a lot. They're so nice.
Yeah, and I think that was also quite funny, because in the video I was talking. I think I just finished them, and I think I said that I needed to adjust one of the legs, because I'd not done them never adjusted.
Never happened.
The second you wear something, it's game over.
Yeah,
no other adjustments.
And also, I didn't press them properly because my iron broke halfway through. Never.
No.
So, but I still wore them, and they look fantastic.
And they go beautifully with so many of the tops and stuff that you made. So gorgeous.
So
and then you said you would make jeans.
And oh my god, yes. And do you know what? I think even as I was saying it, I was like, I don't know if that's going to happen, because it seemed like such a big, like jeans, denim, so many different parts, loads of different skills, really complicated, all the fitting. And I was like, right, maybe I could, And you know what? We did it. We did it. I mean, it took us the year.
And it's documented over a year of vlogs on Jeans Club, which we'll link to below. But I'm very proud of us.
Really proud. And I wore them a lot. So
So you like big tick.
Across everything.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised.
And trousers are a big thing to kind of
You've really conquered trousers.
Yeah.
So saying something and then putting it on YouTube really holds
It holds your hands down. Yeah, it's not the worst idea, I think.
Every week I'm going to tackle those emails.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to do this.
I'm going to keep the office tidy. So I was pleasantly surprised actually all the different things that I had done in there.
That's really good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, mine feels slightly less ambitious after yours. I think mine was mostly it's kind of similar in I was wanting to sew more capsule wardrobe type things. So things that went together rather than being like, I'm going to sew that, oh no that, oh no this, oh no that, and sew things together that fit together. And I think I did. I think it did lead to me sewing quite a lot of very similar types of things.
Okay.
As an observation. I mean, in terms of what I wear every day, that's no benefit.
No.
Because I've just made a lot of the similar type of trousers and
that
a similar
you reach
type
for
of
all
top.
the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not against it.
No.
But I think I did it.
Yeah.
I feel like you've sewn a lot this year.
I have.
I think you've made a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but and it's quite nice. I don't think there's anything really that's been wasted.
Yeah, no, you wear it all.
Yeah, there's nothing that's really been sat on a shelf that once I've sewn it, I've worn it once and that's it. But I did start off sewing my fringed Sorrento jacket.
Oh my god, was that this year?
That was 2020. Yeah, the start a year ago.
Sorry, that's the end of last year. Yeah.
That's true. You mentioned the fabric maybe in that video.
Yeah. So that was like my last super jazzy, exciting thing before doing sensible things.
But I mean, that's an heirloom piece.
Yeah,
it is.
And I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Which one of you lucky people will get that?
I really want it. I want it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Get the will. It's gonna be in the V&A.
Oh my god, yes.
I love it.
But I say it all the time. It is quite out there, but it's so wearable.
Yeah.
You can wear it with anything.
Yeah.
So I think it's a genius piece of like slightly out there sewing that actually fits in.
Fits in with the everyday stuff.
Yeah,
I love it.
so.
I think it's a stroke of genius. Yeah, love it.
So I'm gonna say tick.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh well, I kept my resolutions very vague. My resolution was to genuinely sew more.
Yes.
And I think what I really meant by that was to like have more fun in sewing. I think we all love our jobs, but sometimes it's hard to separate our hobby from our work.
Massively.
And I think I often fall into this trap, particularly in winter, where I'm like, right, I'm just gonna get my sojo back and I'm gonna sew like a really quick t-shirt, which is not super fun, and it never really helps me to actually.
It doesn't actually get you back into
exactly.
it.
I'm like, okay, cool, I've got a t-shirt, and that's useful, but like it's not really inspiring to me. So I wanted to just kind of have a bit more fun with it, and I would say that I did that. I think it's very helpful to have occasions to sew for.
Yes, that's true.
Definitely, my favourite make of the year was the like Una hack that I made for that wedding. The jumpsuit. And that was just so fun because I was like, right, okay, this is a big occasion, so I'm gonna get nice fabric, which helps. Super fun fabric. I love pattern hacking. That's my favourite thing. So mix up a pattern. So yeah, that unlocked that for me. And then the other thing that I really enjoyed last year, last year. Where are we? My other favourite thing was doing that Leah dress fitting.
Oh,
If you caught that vlog, we all made a Leah dress and we all really took the time to toile it and fit it. And I have worn that so much just because it just fits me.
It's amazing what a difference that makes.
It just means that I reach for it all the time because I always feel like comfortable and confident in it. So I'm really, really glad that I took the time to do that, and I want to take that forward, like that fitting time, because it just saves time, because you just make less, or you make the same pattern again because you know it fits. It feels like longer in the moment, but overall
you get so much more from it.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's time better spent rather than making 3 things you might only wear once. You take the time to fit. And we'll link to that vlog below because a lot of you liked it, and I think it's really it's just interesting to see how we all make adjustments. Like no one's straight out of the packet, and that's good to remember. And yes, it feels faffy, and I think at the beginning when you start sewing, it feels a little bit.
It feels boring. It's like
boring and confusing if you don't know how everything works.
If you're not sure if you're doing it right all the time. That's how I felt. Like when you're changing certain bits of the pattern, you're like not confident that it's going to go right.
But I think the only way is to do it over and over again. And that's our top tip for 2025. But in terms of resolutions last year, I think I didn't set out a massive goal, but I did mention I wanted to make jeans, and that's where Jeans Club was born. And I'm so happy because I genuinely don't think I would have made them if we weren't working together.
No.
It's just that push and having to film and show something. Do you have anything?
But maybe that's like, that's something you can take forward as well as setting some sort of schedule or something like that. Would help you some sort of planner.
That's just for yourself.
I know, because I often find that like I have this need to complete a project in a sitting, or like to not do something else until I've come back to it.
Bad for that.
But perhaps if you could find a way to be like, right, I'm doing this in January, this
That's
part of
true.
the jeans or something. Maybe that's what you could take
like
from
that.
that.
Yeah. Self-enforced.
Yeah.
No, that's harder.
It's like
external.
kind
Not
of
just film a vlog, but just like with no camera.
Just
on Monday, Alma, you have to talk about this shirt you're making. But no, there is definitely something in that, and I think it's similar to what you were saying though of having the occasion. So like you've got a wedding in July, so you know you're working towards that.
Yeah.
So there's something in that. But I just loved having Jeans Club to make me do the jeans, and again I've worn them a lot. I'm probably the proudest of those jeans, like making of the things I made last year. I'm the proudest of the jeans. And then the other thing I said was to use up some fabrics from my stash.
Oh yeah.
Which I did do. There was some that were kind of lingering in there, and usually they're the good ones because I'm too scared to cut into it, or I'm not sure what project will work best. But for example, one of the Winona jumpsuits I made last year, which I made a lot of, because I'd made it a few times, I went, okay, now I can use this fabric that's quite precious.
Yes,
Great. So more of that. Need to do more of that because it really worked. And then I wanted to make pink Barbie overalls, and I did.
You were looking for the perfect pink.
I was, and it was, there was a whole discussion. Is it bubblegum pink? Is it this pink? And eventually I found one, but it took ages to arrive. That was like something against finding the pink. But I did, and I made our overalls pattern, which is one of the most involved patterns that we have. I have
There's
to
a lot
say.
going on in
There's
that
a
pattern.
lot. It's not difficult.
No,
It's
just a lot of steps.
I loved sewing the overalls. I made one of the samples, and I love a project like that where there's loads of like
Elements.
loads of elements, a bit technical.
Yes.
You can really get into.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that involved when I started, I'm going to be honest.
Right.
Wow. So maybe I didn't quite enjoy it as much because I thought, I'll make it. And it took longer, but that's no bad thing for me because I am one of those people that wants to sit down and get something done, and that wasn't that kind of project, and it's okay. And I wear those overalls all the time. I often walk my dog in the morning, early morning, before I even shower, and that is my go-to.
Nice and
like,
bright.
yeah, so bright. Actually, a lady on the street the other day stopped me and went, "You look so bright, and you're making everyone happy." I was like, "Thank you. That's exactly what I want." It's really nice because in winter when it's all grey,
and everyone's in
horrible,
like dark,
massive
black
coats and things.
Yeah.
That because you can fit a lot under the overalls. So that's my dog walking winter sad morning kind of outfit. So very happy that I got around to doing that. Now, if we're thinking forward, that was our 2024. If we think about 2025, Chloe, do you want to kick off the ideas?
I'm excited.
We haven't
actually
talked about it.
shared
No, we have not. I'm excited to
This
hear
is live.
what comes out of my mouth.
So, I'm hoping that as I start speaking, it will kind of solidify into a proper idea. But, so, 2025, I was thinking, I want to make my sewing, I feel like my sewing skills have gone up a notch, especially since making the jeans.
Yes.
And I want to make things that last long.
Yes.
So, yeah, for example, like doing flat felled seams and things. And so I've got a big birthday coming up this year. And
Your 30th, right?
Yes.
Go.
I'm going to be 40! I'm going to be 40. So, and I know what one of my presents is already. Sam's going to get me an overlocker.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've been sewing without an overlocker, which of course you can do your zigzags, but I just don't think they last as long. So yeah, everything's going to be overlocked inside.
Yes.
I'm going to be doing, I'm going to make slower makes this year and make things that the quality of sewing is going to be better. So I'm not going to rush things. I'm going to do proper themes. And also, for my birthday, I want to make myself a dress.
Yes. The perfect occasion.
So,
have you got an idea?
I think it's going to be the Eve dress.
Oh, yeah.
Because I made the Heidi and the Martha, which are the sort of wrap or faux wrap, and I think
really suits you.
They're the ones that get the most
fantastic
compliments on, and actually they're the ones that I've worn the most out of all the dresses
There you
I've
go.
made. So I think a wrap dress is
Eva's like perfect.
Yeah.
Your birthday's in May, like perfect
perfect timing.
springtime.
and it's just a classic, the little sleeves, the wrap, and I think get a really nice fabric.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend some money on something really nice, and I'm going to make
Perfect.
it.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to think like, do really nice
Finishings
really
and
nice finishings.
Oh, I can't wait. I love that.
Lovely.
That's the best kind of reason
Occasion,
to
yeah.
an occasion to say something for.
Is
Are you
that-
doing
that's
something for
nice.
your
Is that-
birthday, or is it going to be like?
I want to have a party.
Yeah.
You wanna have
I
a
wanna
perfect
party.
Great.
So yeah.
I love that. That's a great resolution.
It is, and it means because you can sew anything you want with that resolution.
Yeah.
But you're just going to be like applying these new skills to it.
Yeah.
Like leveling it up.
Yeah.
That's true. It's a
Really
bit like
nice.
our couture class on Stitch.
Absolutely.
Which is not like focusing on a specific make. It's just how do you up your game
Yeah.
in what you make.
And I think things like from the jeans when we did the embroidery and stuff
Yeah,
like
you
adding
did
extra
embroidery.
details to things.
I did not do the embroidery.
And actually, I just really like stuff like that. Really do.
That's I love that. And actually, embroidery. We could hint that there may be some more embroidery this year, right?
Yeah.
Just a little hint. Drop it down. That's great. I love that.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
like
very
that a lot.
good plan. Nice. See you in a year.
Yes. Just this feeling of dread. I've said it now.
There's a record. Rosie.
So, I've sort of got 3, but I've gone in quite
Good.
light
Yeah.
on
Nice.
resolutions this year.
Okay, works.
So, first one is that I'm not very much of a stash person,
No,
but I seem to
true.
have accumulated a bit of a stash
Oh.
at the moment.
You've got a hidden stash.
I got a hidden stash in
the
some boxes
office?
down there.
Yeah.
It's not even at my own house.
It doesn't count because it's not in your house.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it
It's
work?
for work. It's to start sewing through that.
Yes. Good.
Um,
That's a very good plan.
I
Similar
love
to
that.
your resolution last
Yeah.
year, then, yeah.
That's it. So there's some really nice fabrics in there that should see the light of day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
they're on.
very easy. Number 2 is to think about like some unsung heroes. So I recently made an Ada dress,
This is
and
similar to
then
me.
Alma made loads of
Anderson blouses.
blouses.
And Zadie blouses.
Yeah. And I think there's so many of our patterns that it's not that I overlook them, it's just that I know them so well
Yeah.
that I just don't think about them. And it's always, and obviously
Yeah.
we're always making what's coming
The next
out.
thing, of
Like
course.
new. So to go back and go, hey, there's some really nice
I
stuff.
love that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get an email about a pattern, I'm like,
Oh my
I've not
God,
thought about that.
yeah.
Like, I've not focused my attention on it. That's such a nice pattern because you just think of them all and there's
Oh,
so
yeah,
many.
exactly.
And there's some that you always come back to. So that's a
That's
nice
it.
idea to like focus on.
I love
So
that.
sort of go,
Yeah.
hang on a sec, or maybe there's something hidden in an ebook.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
like-
yeah, that's true.
Just have be a bit more conscious. But then also, my last one, which kind of flies a bit opposite to that, is to just not worry about it and make what I want to make.
Well,
And just have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And
You can't
Rules.
overthink it.
Yeah.
And talk yourself out of it and like
That's it.
yeah.
And I think like if I see some fabric I like and it spurs something in my head to what I want to make, just make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not be like, oh, but does this fit into my wardrobe or this, that, and the other? I
Yeah.
think I'm just going to go.
Because that's how you made the amazing Sorrento jacket.
Exactly. Yeah.
And look at you
Yeah.
now. Wearing it everywhere. Twirling around.
Like I've got all my sensible black tops now.
Yeah, you
I've
do,
got a bunch
that's the
of
thing.
trousers. So maybe now's the time to fill in all the silly little gaps that are a bit more fun.
Can I say that in the last year I feel you've come kind of into a new era of fabric choosing if we look at what you're wearing.
Jazzier.
Yeah.
I love that.
I have been more jazzy
Yeah.
this year.
And you still have all your sensible, plain, things to pair other things
Yes.
with, which is
Yeah.
what you need,
Yeah.
which is what I didn't have for ages and I finally started doing.
When we met Alma, she didn't own a black top. She never had a black t-shirt.
If I'd have known that, we might not be here.
I know. If that was in the interview, it'd be like, no.
What?
That's very true. I have 3 now, so that's good. I've made up for it. all our patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just happy to see so much colour and fun prints appear in your wardrobe. I think they suit you so much.
I think a black base does me very well.
Yeah, that helps.
That's like
true.
my gateway into something a little bit more.
That's a very good point,
bold,
actually. Yeah.
But yeah.
Because then also, if they're separate,
Then it still goes
with
in
black
everything.
trousers.
Yeah, but basically not thinking about it too much.
I love
it's
it.
a bit of like yours of like get the joy back in sewing.
Yeah.
Just do some sewing. Have
Get a
some
fun fabric and just sew what you feel like doing
Yeah.
that day, and probably
That
you
day.
will love it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think if you just think about it too much, you just go off the idea and you tweak yourself out. But if
Yeah.
you just had it.
Yeah.
I agree, and I think I was definitely more like that to begin with. I think the more you know,
And obviously you've got enough
Yeah.
you've got so much experience to know, like you're not going to
Yeah.
mess it up. Like you
No,
know what fitting
but
you need to do.
I do think you get a little bit more fearful. I have, definitely.
Yes.
The more I know how to do
Right.
things, when I look back at things I did back at the start, that now I'm like, oh, I made that so badly. But oh my God, I just did it. I was like, I can make that true.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, can I make that? Let me plan it, let me think. But every now and then you do need that moment of like, just do something. And I'd like to do more of that as well. But love that. Love them. And Jemima?
I've got a big one.
Whoa, do you?
My goal for this year is to sew my own wedding dress.
So that is big.
That's so scary to put it out there.
Oh my God.
But I'm getting married next year, 2026, so
Okay,
I've got
great.
a
That's
lot
good.
of time
That's very
to
good.
think about it. And before anyone starts imagining like enormous ball gowns, beading, lace, ruffles, but that's not really me.
No.
So it was always going to be something reasonably simple, probably like the kind of dresses that I normally
you love wearing.
wear, which makes it feel a bit more achievable.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my
I
big
think
goal for the
Not
year.
simple though, I think elegant.
Elegant,
Yeah.
classic,
Yeah.
And obviously the fabric's
The
going to be
fabric,
quite
fabric,
and
yes.
important.
beautiful fits,
Hopefully.
nice finishes. It's going to be
So what I'd really like to use this project to do, similar to you, Chloe, is like to elevate my sewing skills. So definitely thinking about the couture techniques class. I just want it to be like every step of it to have a lot of love and care in
yes.
it.
Perfect project for it.
Exactly, like, and I feel like it's hard to do that on just like every day. Oh, emotional now. It's gonna be a long year.
Every time you bring a toilet. Oh,
I know. But it can be hard to like take those extra steps or something every day. So hopefully, like through it being such a special project, I will learn, like, be keener to learn steps like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't know specifically what. I don't even know what it's going to look like.
No,
but in some way, that's what I want to do.
Do you have a big Pinterest board of inspiration and stuff?
I do.
Great. So
I've
you've got
some
a
ideas.
direction.
Yeah. Well, I've got a loose direction, but I don't know. And I say it's a long time, but I've got a funny feeling that I'll blink and it'll suddenly be September and I'll be like, oh no. But it's okay because I'm being held accountable.
You know how some people do this? If they make their own wedding dress, they go and try something.
I'm gonna start with that.
Nice.
exactly.
I think it's a
just
good
to
idea.
to try all of the styles.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I've very quickly there ruled out massive ball gowns, but
You don't
might put one
know.
on and be like,
exactly.
This is me.
Like, do you ever do this even with regular sewing? Do you ever just go and try clothes on just to see if like that type of dress might suit you, so that you don't have to waste the time?
I haven't for ages, but I do think it's a good idea. I just truly hate the experience of the changing room.
It
I
is.
truly
Yeah.
hate it. I like the lights, the mirrors. I just don't like
yeah.
that experience. But I do think it's a good idea
It's a
to
good
try
quick
stuff on.
way to just know if something suits you.
Something I have done is try on my friend's clothes. Very different experience.
I tried my mum's clothes on. I'm like, oh,
You're like,
yeah,
oh, that
let's
style
see.
of leg. Let me just see. Or even just like holding it up, but it's not in the shops because I hate that. But yeah.
So similar sort of idea, just to
But also
quickly.
a dressing room in a wedding shop, I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
is
that
much
might be
nicer.
better.
Like next or
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
True.
very different
they give you
experience.
lovely, they give you a drink.
Champagne,
Yeah.
that's true.
And someone
Yeah.
helps you get in dressed.
That would
Yeah.
be delightful.
So yeah, I mean that's just a fun experience.
Yeah.
That's just a day out.
Oh, I love that. That's me. I'm so excited to see it. Yes, brilliant. Right. So for me, it's quite similar to what you said, Rosie, because I discovered my blouse persona this year.
Oh yeah,
not wearing one last year. Sorry,
The year of the blouse.
The year of the blouse, 2024, surprisingly turned into the year of the blouse for me. I wasn't a blouse wearer or maker, and suddenly I made loads, and I loved it. And I want to discover some older sew-over patterns because the Anderson blouse has served me so well. So I've got my eye on a few. I'm not saying I'm going to make these for sure, but I'm hoping to get around to it. The Bonnie blouse for sure.
Yes. Oh, because you tried
at this show you tried it on and it was just like we
So
were just like,
cute.
whoa, that's perfect for you.
I think
Why
the
have you not
Bonnie
got
blouse.
one
I
yet?
know. Why haven't I made one? So I think the Bonnie blouse is on my list. The Freya blouse.
I was thinking this yesterday.
I really
I
want to
want
explore
one.
the Freya.
That is a perfect example of a pattern that I gloss over, but then you've just focused my attention. I was like,
Yes, so pretty.
The reason
So
I've
pretty.
not tackled it, I think, is because it looks a bit fiddly, because it is delicate. It's got delicate elements.
Yeah, it is definitely one of our trickier patterns.
So that's
So
what's put me
beautiful.
off a little bit. But every time I look at the pictures, I'm like, I want one. So that I want to do that. So I'll continue my blouse journey and rediscovering all the sew-over patterns. And then also, again, I've got some Liberty fabrics in my stash that I really want to get around to. I got them towards the end of summer and they're very summery, which is why I only got around to sewing one of them. So I want to make sure that this summer I tackled the other two, which is a lovely problem to have. I don't know what they'll become, but I'm excited. And then there's, I think I've been making a lot of useful things. So in 2024 I made a lot of useful things that can be worn together and stuff like that. I haven't made something crazy in a while, and I think that's
This is great.
I'm sure that's
Which
not.
we'll have a thing.
No,
I don't think I have.
No.
Like something really out there. I just haven't. And it's because I do really love the fact that I reach for things and, you know, I'm wearing a leopard print pinafore, but I wear this on a daily basis.
Yes,
That's not crazy for me.
Absolutely.
This is what I mean. I've made lots of things that I actually wear, which is fantastic. And I want that. But I have stopped making a crazy fun dress just for the love of
just
it.
that insane creativity.
I have not done that in a while, and I want to do that again.
Get that back.
And
That
that's
sounds fun.
Yeah, I think if you balance it, it's okay, right? So,
That's another one for an
of course.
occasion, isn't it?
yeah. Can I wear something crazy for your
We're
birthday?
gonna exploit Chloe's 40th birthday.
Like, oh God, my colleagues are here. You're in a wedding dress.
Oh no. Should not have invited them. She's gonna give us like a separate day. Like, show up. It's not actually the party. But yeah, so some fun, some using stash, some using rediscovering older patterns. Those are my resolutions. So I think they're all achievable and exciting. And I think it's nice to have a vague plan to kind of kickstart your year.
Absolutely.
And like start choosing what you're gonna make, because I think January is hard for making stuff. Oh my god. You don't need, but I think it's fun to have a vague plan of where you want to go for the year. And you might completely go somewhere else, but it just gets your creative juices flowing and it gets you thinking of directions and stuff. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I think they're really good. It feels like we've got two, like you and me are a bit more like,
General.
we're going to sew what we want. That's right. And you guys are quite similar and you're sort of going to slow down a little bit and focus and learn.
Yeah.
You guys.
Sounds like some great content.
Oh yes, and
Watch this
actually, we should mention that there is a specific project.
Yes.
So similar to Jean's Club.
Oh, yes, I'm with
But
you.
this time, so that's on all of our resolutions.
Yes.
It's going to be a club of sorts, but this time it's all four of us, and it'll be slightly different because the jeans are such a big, massive project. The pattern we've chosen for the next club is not difficult in the same way.
No.
It's all about nailing the fit.
Nailing the fit and maybe personalising.
So like similar to me when we did the Leah dress.
Yes, more on that vibe,
How
but
we're making
spread
it,
out.
Yeah.
So that's something fun that's going to start later in the year, and I'm excited. But I'm excited that again have something that we're all carrying through.
Yes, absolutely, definitely.
And that will encourage us to take time with fitting without rushing it. I think.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see all our different styles. With one pattern, how that's going to come out. I think it could be quite varied.
I reckon it would be quite like impressive what all the different directions we go into. The range, So that's very exciting. Yes. And something to look forward to. A new series to look forward to. And I
think that's all our Resewlutions. I'm very proud that we all did our 2024s.
Yeah, no, tick.
Didn't see that coming.
No, I know. Thought it was going to be like, haven't made jeans. All I've made is party dresses. Jemima's not sewn at all. We did it. We smashed it. So hopefully, I think all of ours are quite achievable.
Yeah. I think that's a clue.
Yes. I think that's something with any New Year's resolutions. Just have a bit of fun with it. And actually a lot of it is all about us just being able to sew. And having, like you were saying, having a reason to go and sit down in front of the sewing machine.
I think it's more about
to yourself.
Focusing. It's not about saying you have to do this.
No.
And I think, again, same with life resolution, which I don't do.
Exactly.
I do not like doing that. But I think it's, if you force yourself to do something, that's bad. But if it's something that helps you focus.
A gentle nudge in direction.
We should mention one tool that we've got now that's going to really help us, I think, do that, which is our monthly sewing.
Yes! Well done!
Which Boss of the Year, Rosie has
already. January, Boss of the Year.
Would you like to explain what this is about?
Yes, well, we're going to have a day a month where we're all going to be sewing. So obviously sewing is very important for us in our own lives, but it's obviously very important to us as a huge corporate enterprise. So we need a bit more time sewing, and hopefully all these New Year's resolutions will play into the sewing day, and spending time discovering old patterns and this, that, and the other, and
so we can bring you more like when we do a focus on a type of pattern that we did the shirt dress.
Oh of course, yes.
So that we've just got more of that to come, right?
And also we've been doing, we're gonna be doing recent makes vlogs, so that's how we can show off what
we made in our sewing days.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thanks,
lots of fun.
So what's on your list for the first sewing day?
Right, I want to do a hack of the Zadie blouse.
Yes.
To turn it into, I want to cut it off at the waist and put a gathered skirt on it with ties. So it's kind of like shirt dress vibe.
That's so your vibe.
I saw one in a high street shop and I was like, ooh, that neckline is like Zadie. I really like that. And Zadie is a dress, but it's a different type of dress. So that's what's on my mind at the moment, subject to change. But that's what I'm thinking. Anyone else got any ideas?
I'm waiting on some fabric to arrive. If it arrives, pussy bow blouse.
Nice.
If it doesn't, I could not tell you right now because I don't know what's in that box.
I think
lucky dip. Lucky dip. That's quite fun as a challenge. Make this with this pattern.
That's cool. It's like Ready Steady Cook, isn't it?
What would you make? So that's an interesting vlog though.
I love that.
I like that a lot.
From your own stash, that's something that you have
that you obviously want, and it has to be a pattern that fits that kind of fabric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like
in a shop.
Make a bikini out of it.
Be carnage.
No. You have to,
It'd be like, you pulled out this viscose. What shirt would you like?
Yeah, there you go. That's much milder and gentler. I like that. Chloe, have you thought of something?
Well, I'm gonna, because I want to do the Eve dress for my birthday. Yes. I'm gonna start with the trial of that.
Great.
To try and get the fit right.
Organised. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna take advantage of all the sewers here. So that can help me, because if you're at home trying to try things on, it's hard.
It's hard on your own,
and I could be like, what do you think? What do I need to do now, Rosie?
Rosie, help, please.
Rosie, help. That's what I'm going to do.
I've got two things I want to do. One is a new pair of ultimate jeans, but in leopard print.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. So potentially start on that, or a Florence dress that I've been wanting to do. Every time I see you in your Florence dress, I'm like, I want it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So one of those two things I think is what I'm gonna start with.
Amazing. I think we're all going to be very busy.
I know.
It's a big lot to do in a day.
I know, it's either or, and it's going to be starting something.
Exactly.
I won't finish it, but
Who else thinks that we're going to just rock up and just chat for ages? I've sewn one seam.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. But yeah, lots of sewing to look forward to this year, basically.
I know. That's very exciting.
Extremely exciting.
Yeah, lots of sewing. There's going to be lots more vlogs, like we've mentioned. I could not tell you off the top of my head what's coming up next.
Me neither. But there's a new pattern soonish.
We've got a new history vlog.
Oh yes, we do. Everyone's so excited about that.
We're excited. But yes, lots more to come. Definitely. So we'll be back next time. We'll see you then.
Bye.